Hello, my name is Rachel, and today I'm bringing you my top 10 favorite readathons throughout the year. So, in no particular order, let's jump in and talk about some readathons. P.S. I'm going to link all the information down below because some of these I'm going to have to do a little digging to see who runs them, but I'm going to leave links to all of the readathons down below if you're interested. So first up is the Dewey's 24-hour readathon. This happens twice a year, once in October and once in April. And this is probably the first readathon that I participated in. And it's exactly like what it sounds. It's a 24-hour readathon. There are no challenges or anything, just reading for 24 hours. This really takes place on just pretty much any social media, a lot of Twitter and Instagram things happening. Some people vlog, etc., but it's just one day, 24 hours dedicated to reading. I never make it a full 24 hours. I usually end up falling asleep, but it's still fun to participate in. It does seem like it always falls on a day where I don't have the full day to do the readathon, which does kind of suck sometimes, but you know, you do what you can. The next readathon is the 24 and 48 readathon, and this originally I thought was to try to read 24 books in 48 hours. It is not. It's to try to read 24 hours out of 48. So basically this stemmed from the Dewey's readathon. A group got together and decided that they couldn't designate just 24 straight hours, so they were going to try to collect 24 hours over a weekend to designate to reading. That way you still have another 24 hours of the weekend to sleep and eat and shower, etc. I tried this one several times and I've never hit 24. It is really hard. It's so much harder than it sounds. I think the most I've ever gotten is like 14 hours. I'll have to go back and check, but I don't think I've ever made it more than like 14. But it's still fun. Again, it's mostly taking place on Twitter. I believe there's a website and maybe like Instagram, so just social media. Next up is another 24-hour readathon, and that is the Readathon by Zoe, hosted by Zoe over at Read by Zoe's channel. And this is just a fun 24-hour readathon, and basically it's just sporadic whenever she decides to host one, and then she'll record her day as a vlog, and then you can do the same. You can participate. A lot of things happen on Twitter, and it's just a lot of fun for the day. It's so much fun to watch the vlogs too. I love her vlogs, and then seeing other people's vlogs is a lot of fun. But this one happened just kind of sporadically. Next up is probably the one I participate in the most, and I think it is really the most fun, and that is the Booktubeathon. It's supposed to have a new name this year. I can't remember if it's the Book Rush or the Reading Rush, but something Rush, and I think some big changes are coming, so I don't really know what's in store, but in the past it's just been like just a whole week of just reading madness. There's Instagram challenges, reading challenges, video challenges, there's Twitter sprints, there's just so much going on, and it's so much fun. Usually it happens over the summer too, so I can participate fully. This past year, sadly though, it was the first week I went back to school, so it was kind of like a for me, but hopefully it happens earlier in the summer, and I will have a lot more time for this new one. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen this summer. Next up is one I just participated in a little bit in October, and it's called the Spooktober, and it was so cute. Basically, there was different houses. You could pick a creature, like a lichen or a witch, and you could earn points for your house, your character, to get out of the spooky house by reading these little challenges. And it was just so much. It was so cute, so fun. I cannot remember where I saw this one, so I'll have to do some digging, but it was adorable, and I'm very much looking forward to participating next year. This year, I was just kind of barely participating, but it was absolutely adorable, so I plan on fully participating this year. Next up is one that is getting ready to take place again, another kind of sporadic one, and that is the Buzzword Readathon. This is hosted by Books and Lala, and it's just basically what it sounds like. There's a buzzword, and you try to read as many books with that buzzword in the title as possible. There was one last year, and the buzzword was girl, or any variation, girls, girl, whatever. And that was fun. It's really interesting to see how many books you have that fall into that buzzword. The next round is taking place sometime in January, I think like mid-January, and the buzzword is any variation of the word lie. So lies, liar, any lie. And again, there's so many books with that buzzword, so that's kind of fun. It's a week-long readathon, and again, it's kind of sporadic. Next is the Tome Topple Readathon. This one is so hard to do. I've never managed to really fully participate. And basically, you're just supposed to read as many tomes as possible. There are some side challenges as well. And in this case, a tome is a book that is 500 pages or more. So basically, just all of your big books you're reading during the tome topple. And it's usually, I think, like 2 weeks. And they do have, like I said, some other challenges in there as well. One of them is to read a graphic novel, which I always find very hard because you're not supposed to be reading like bind-ups in this one, but you can read a bind-up of a graphic novel. But then, I don't know, it's just, sometimes the challenges I don't enjoy, but I do like I always try to pick out a 500-page book, even if I'm not actively participating that week. And that one also happens kind of just, randomly throughout the year. The next one is the Book Buddy-a-thon. This is usually a lot of fun. There's challenges for the week that are all centered around like your book buddy. Like your book buddy picks a book for you and then you guys read a book together and then you read like your book buddy's favorite book. It's all things that tie in with your book buddy. And this is always a fun thing to do if you have friends that like to read or if you want to make new friends. Again, this kind of happens, I feel like, sporadically, and it's a lot of fun. Next up is one that was new this year that was so much fun, and those were the Magical Readathons hosted by Book Roast, and they are fantastic. If you have not done one of these, you definitely should. So we started out in April with the OWL exams based off of the Harry Potter tests in the beginning of the series, ordinary wizarding levels. And so you can take exams for the different magical classes at Hogwarts based on books you're reading. And then we did the Newts, which is like the next level of exams. We did those, and it all based on how well you did on your OWLs. We did that in like August, September probably. And then we did a little bit of extra credit to give us a boost for our next set of exams. And then we just finished up at Christmas time, Christmas at Hogwarts. And it was really fun. They are so, so creative and adorable and fantastic. I cannot recommend them enough. I think this is like my new favorite readathon series, period. I have participated in each one of them so far to varying degrees, and I definitely plan on doing it again. I've been trying to get more and more students on board at my school libraries because they think it's adorable as well. It's so much fun. And last but not least is a readathon that I did very briefly before and I'm bringing back, and that is the Wanderlustathon. And basically this is for people who love to travel but maybe can't get there in reality, so we are going to travel via books. The Wanderlust Readathon will be hosted by me, mostly on Twitter and a little bit maybe through Instagram, and obviously updates on this channel. And it will be hosted this year from June 17th through the 23rd. So this summer, mid-June, 17th through the 23rd. And we're going to have 7 challenges, all revolving around modes of transportation. So for each mode of transportation, there's going to be a prompt that relates to it. And we're just going to be kind of traveling around and picking books that fulfill our wanderlust in June. Again, June 17th through the 23rd. I'll be posting the prompts a little bit closer to the readathon. But again, if you are getting a little bit of the travel bug, especially in the spring, plan on joining us June 17th through the 23rd for the Wanderlust Readathon. So there you have it, the top 10 readathons that I plan on joining this year. And if you have a favorite readathon that I haven't mentioned, definitely let me know down below. I'm always up to hear about a new readathon. And if you're planning on joining any of these, especially the Wanderlust Readathon, let me know down below. I'd love to hear. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again in another video soon. Bye for now.